I'm someone who, like, if I don't know, please inform me, don't clown me. It's not as high value, it's not as alpha male or alpha female as you think it is. I know that women are working more than ever. Get us out, help us. Gentle parenting is for gentle children. Bring back bullying. Stop living a certain lifestyle in hopes of it looking good for social media. Please do that. Whatever you don't want to see next year, just unfollow it. Hey, hello, and how you doing, everybody? It's your girl Chelsea, CC. You can call me your big sister. I don't care, okay? But welcome back, y'all. So I don't know if you guys have tuned into my last video, healing through your day-to-day habits. If you haven't already, please go and check that out. I'm helping the girlies, I'm helping the guys. We're getting ourselves together emotionally, mentally, and we're getting this thing together. Today though, I don't know if y'all checked out them videos back in the day on YouTube, but back when I was watching YouTube, the girlies is dropping videos every new year about what to leave in the previous year. So guess what we're getting into today? Okay, so if you haven't already read the title, everybody, today we are talking about what to leave in 2023. It's a lot of things going around, a lot of things happened this year, but now there's some things that we need to leave behind. Yeah. Today's gonna be interesting. Agree to disagree with me if you want to. Don't come in my comments trying to blase this and blase that, because I do not argue. I'm leaving that in 2023. Bookie. Yeah, guys, we gotta get comfortable for this one because... Okay, you guys, so first on my list is cancel culture. Sweetie. Okay, so when cancel culture had first came about, I actually enjoyed it. I got a kick out of it. It was a little entertaining for me, but that's because I felt like it was kind of like a means for social justice in areas where those who are underprivileged weren't seeing justice. So I got a little kick out of it because I'm like, oh, sweetie, you lost your job because you're a racist fuck. That's sad for you. But these days, y'all, I feel like cancel culture is literally like a toddler throwing a tantrum. We're canceling people instead of educating them. We're canceling people who don't agree with our own ideologies or moral values, as if we're all supposed to be like robots and made and built exactly the same. Literally feels like ignorance on top of ignorance and a lack of education. And I'm someone who, like, if I don't know, please inform me, don't clown me, you know? So that's how I feel like cancel culture has evolved. Like, okay, think about it like this, y'all. So back in elementary school, high school, middle school, whatever, whenever your friend was beefing with somebody, it used to be a thing of, oh, I don't like that person, so none of you guys should like her. Yeah, and if you choose to like her, you're out of the friend group, just like her. Is that not what cancel culture is? I feel like cancel culture allows for us to spread toxic ideologies, because the minute you start pouring a little bit of truth out into the atmosphere and truth happens to disrupt their own personal reality, that's when it becomes a problem. We're no longer agreeing to disagree. We're no longer believing that two truths can exist simultaneously. We're no longer educating. And we're not even educating ourselves. Like, a lot of the people who are canceling other groups of people or canceling individuals, they don't have much education on the matter that they're canceling them over either. And it shows. It shows. Like, it's not that you're like fooling somebody and you're, yeah, cancel them. No, we know that you have no idea what's going on. We talk about you. And then on top of that, a lot of us like to cancel celebrities and things for stuff that our parents do, our siblings do, our grandparents partake in. An example is just like, if you guys have surfaced the internet and seen videos of young adults posting about how if anyone were to catch on camera what their parents say out loud, their parents would be canceled. Cancel culture needs to be canceled. Number 2 on my list, we have high value men and women. Can we delete them? Can they go? It's honestly, at this point, you sound ridiculous, you sound annoying, and if you've never met a pick-me guy or a pick-me girl, these are those people in different form. It's like taking ego and stretching it as far as you can go. It's not as high value, it's not as alpha male or alpha female as you think it is. For high value men, and yes, I have a list for both. For high value men, the ideology that goes behind it, at least for a lot of the people that I see, it's an excuse to be a whore and have no self-control when it comes to intimacy and partnership. Now, I'm not saying you can't have multiple partners or be in a polygamous relationship. Whatever type of relationship you feel you need to have, do that. As long as you have partners that agree with that and not partners you're manipulating to agree with that by kind of devaluing them as a person. You feel me? So I feel like it kind of gives men an excuse to be a whore and be praised for it versus learning self-control. I also feel like it gives men an excuse to openly hate women. And when I say hate women, I don't mean like literally tear us to shreds and physically abuse us or things of that sort. I mean all the animosity that you've held in your heart, in your very being from the time that you were young, allowing all of that to come out onto all women based on how you treat them on the podcast, based on, mind you, these are podcasts of men that I'm watching who believe that they are high value men. And they bring women onto their podcast literally to degrade them. Like, it's bullying. It's bullying. And it shows that you hate women. And it might be because you never got any in your younger years, which is very valid. It happens. It happens. But like, grow up. You feel me? I think that the mindsets that go behind these high value people, I feel like they lack as much growth as cancel culture. Like how I told you guys, in cancel culture, there's a lack of education and a kind of like a sack of ignorance on ignorance. The same thing goes with these high value people. Like there's no growth. You're not open to new perspectives. You have a limited mindset, and it's not cute, sweetie. One good thing I would say that comes out of these high value like conversations is that it kind of opens the floor for men to kind of get back into learning how to be providers and learning how to lead a family. For those who are able to take these conversations and actually listen to the small bits of gold that are in them, then it kind of brings them back to that mindset of needing to be, for men at least, needing to be a provider, needing to be a leader. For high value women, I have that it gives women an excuse to be lazy. And when I say lazy, I mean lazy in the traditional sense. Like, I know that women are working more than ever. Get us out. Help us. But I mean in the traditional sense of like doing, I guess, basic adult duties like cooking and cleaning. And there are a lot of women who feel like they shouldn't have to cook or clean for a man. And I shut my mouth in those conversations because I like to feed my man. And I like to make sure my space is clean. Oh my gosh. And at the end of the day too, if you have a man that is providing for you, if you have a man that is sacrificing daily for you, why is that so hard of like a return? You feel me? Like it's give and take on both ends. You're just doing it differently. It gives us an excuse to not walk within our purpose. A lot of times the new ideologies that spread around find a way to make women more masculine than feminine, and that can happen in a lot of ways, whether it's sexually, in relationships or friendships or what. Like, everyone is becoming more masculine. If women are becoming more masculine, we are not fulfilling our purpose, because I don't want to be a man. The softer things in life are for me. I can get with that. Everything else, leave it to the boys, please. The high value women ideology also allows for women to live in this false narrative that is usually created by like Instagram, Twitter, just social media, the lifestyles that we see lived on there. It's like we automatically attach ourselves, and if it looks good, if it's like a shiny dazzly thing, for us it's kind of like, oh yeah, I need that. Now, for those of you who actually have like, you know, luxurious lifestyles, and it's really just like how you live, like that's really what you like. Like, I have a friend who just loves the finer things in life, and that's just how she is, but not because she sees it all over social media. That's literally just her, like, you feel me? So, but for a lot of women, it's because you see something and now you want it. Think of social media in the same light. One good thing I do see coming from the women's side of this conversation is that it allows us a space to hone in our power and kind of own our voice. For women, I think a lot of times it's so easy for us to be silenced. It's so easy for us to come across as passive aggressive, and these new mindset shifts, I would say, have allowed us to be more assertive and strong-willed in areas where we kind of need it more, if that makes sense. Third on my list that I have is gentle parenting. Now, before y'all go ahead and chop my head off, I'm not talking about the children, although I do believe that gentle parenting is for gentle children. But what I mean is gentle parenting the world. Oh my God, we are out here treating adults like 3-year-olds. Now, granted, mental health is a big thing, and a lot of times, well, I feel like mental health is a really big thing, and it's really attached to our childhood a lot of times, because for those that are adults today, we didn't really have a big say in mental health or a lot of knowledge concerning mental health when we were younger. So a lot of what we're trying to heal from today are things from our past, our childhood. But we cannot be babying these adults. I'm letting you know right now, as someone who enjoys getting babied, like, I will cry if you yell at me. I will shut down if I feel like you and I are not on the same page. As a big baby in this adult world, I'm letting you know not to baby us. Do you see what happens when you baby children? They grow into baby adults. Stop babying the adults, because then we wonder why there are so many grown folks with these fixed mindsets and they're not open to learning anything new. And we wonder why cancel culture exists, and we wonder why so many people are able to get away with so many things, or that we even do it in law. So because somebody claims crazy, they no longer have to face any type of time. They were aware what they were doing. I feel like when we baby the world, it allows for no accountability to take place, because now, instead of accountability, mental health is weaponized in a way where you don't have to take accountability. It instills, kind of like cancel culture, it instills fear instead of the truth. A lot of fear would be eliminated if the truth was exposed. Bring back bullying. But no, like, literally stop gentle parenting the world and teach adults how to emotionally regulate themselves. All right, y'all. Number 4, I have the IG lifestyle. So similar to what I said about high value women kind of idolizing these false narratives on social media. Now I'm talking about the people that actually carry out the actions of trying to create their own false narratives. You guys, not everyone is going to have a high-rise luxury apartment. Not everyone is going to have the luxury perfume. You can't buy things from the TikTok shop every other week. Like, you guys don't there's nothing to catch up with. Like, there's no one to catch up with, and there's nothing to catch up on, if that makes sense. You're not missing out on anything. You don't need it. First of all, in this economy, you're trying to catch up with the lifestyles of people who have different tax brackets than you, or you believe that they have a different tax bracket than you because they're using all of it to put on this show. You guys, our lives are not Sex in the City. You do not have to make a show out of your life. You can live authentically. Like, don't be afraid to start that YouTube channel or make that reel because your apartment isn't aesthetically pleasing. All in all, life is not an aesthetic. Life is not aesthetically pleasing, so you don't have to make it seem that way. If it happens to already have the aesthetic that you want, go ahead. If there's a certain aesthetic that you want for your life because it will actually help to add joy, it will help to clear your brain or make you less anxious, then go ahead and create that, but don't break the bank trying to do that. And don't do it just for a post. If you're doing it do it for your actual comfort. Like, don't replace all the furniture in your home with creams and nudes just for YouTube videos. Do it because that's something that you know will ease your mood every day that you walk into your home. Do it because you know that it's something that will lessen your anxiety and bring you comfort. You feel me? Not because you want it to look great for Instagram. I think that's the problem. Stop living a certain lifestyle in hopes of it looking good for social media. Do it because it's the actual lifestyle you want to live, and you know that it's something that you would be doing regardless of if you were posting it on social media or not. I feel like when we allow ourselves to kind of be disappointed by our everyday simply because we don't have a blue check, we are the cause of our misery. Stop convincing yourself you're not happy with your current situation because you're not living like every blue check that you scroll past on Instagram. I'm not living like every blue check that I scroll past on Instagram either, and I could literally sit here and wallow in the fact that I am not living in a high-rise luxury apartment. I can wallow in the fact that I do not have 3 cars right now and 2 homes and travel every other month. I can really sit here and complain. I could do it. But at the end of the day, like, I'm grateful for what I do have, because I might not have the luxury apartment, but I have an apartment, and there are people who don't. 5th on my list, everybody being an influencer. Leave that in 2023. Now, don't cut my head off. Don't cut my head off just because you see me posting videos on YouTube and you see my TikTok or my Instagram. The girl has been wanting this. You feel me? Like, I'm one of the girlies who should have started my YouTube channel back in 2014. It's taken me almost 10 years to start my YouTube channel. I have imposter syndrome. There was a difference between that and hopping on a trend for bread. Like, I get it. A lot of us feel like forced into it because, like, what the hell? We're trying to make money. We can't make money. Our lifestyles and the budgets that we have versus the income we have coming in, none of it makes sense, and we're just trying to make it make sense and make it work. This is America after all. Trust me, I understand that. I do. And at the end of the day, it does look like all the money is going towards the people who are getting into this line of business of influencing. I also get that. But guys, we need lawyers, okay? And we need doctors. We need teachers, okay? Please. Please. Who is going to save me from a burning home if everyone is an influencer? Now, I am a new influencer, so I guess you can put me in this category if you want to. But at the end of the day, I went to college and got my first degree in TV, radio, film. This is, like I said, this was always my plan. Like, this was from yay high. Not influencing because the internet wasn't there when I was younger, but like television was always the goal, the plan, whatever. And influencing kind of creates a means of being able to live your regular life and still provide that entertainment that you want to. So that's why I wanted to get involved in it, but not because it's been this trend and I'm like, I can make buku bucks off of this. We don't need everyone to be an influencer. We need doctors. We need lawyers. Now, I do have a compromise. If you are one of these people who are, you are a doctor, you are a lawyer, you are an engineer, or you are a construction worker, or you are a teacher or something, you got a career, okay? Let's say you are one of these, people with your own 9-to-5, you have your career, and you also influence. That is amazing. I love those influencers because you're more relatable, you're more realistic, and you're still showing that a 9-to-5 is not bad. I have a 9-to-5. I have my master's outside of entertainment, and that's what I'm currently working in. And that's another passion of mine. I actually find joy going to work and beauty in the job that I have. And I don't plan on quitting anytime soon or going full-time with content creation anytime soon. That's not I didn't start this with the idea of once this pops off, I'm quitting my job. I don't know that. This could pop off tomorrow and I'd still go to work. So we need more regular people, I guess. We need more career-focused people, I guess. So if everyone's going to be an influencer, at least can we have some more career-focused influencers, people that can inspire us to go to school and become surgeons? People who can inspire us to go study architecture, please? And guys, last but not least, the last thing that we need to leave in 2023 is everybody being a therapist. Me included. No, yeah, no, don't get it twisted, sweetie. It's me. I am people. Yeah, it does. It happens. I understand that though. You feel me? So I understand the idea behind having new information, being excited to share it, and being excited to utilize it as a means of help for someone else. Like, if I just find out something that has to do with psychology and everything makes sense, and I've tried it in my own life, and and a friend brings up something, and I just know that this bit of information could be just what they need, oh baby, I'm throwing it in there. I am. But I have a relationship with my friends where, one, we can do that, and two, we always ask first. Like, sweetie, am I giving you unsolicited advice, or is this advice that you're asking me for? Because unsolicited advice, and then it's like, if I wanted therapy, I would go to a therapist. Now, I know it's not that easy because apparently you pay for that. I don't know. The problem with therapizing everybody, especially when you're not a licensed therapist, is everyone's diagnosing everyone. How do you know your mom's a narcissist? Was she diagnosed? How do you know you're bipolar? Because your mood switched during PMS? And then on top of that, we end up in situations where we're always trying to fix somebody, whether it be friends or relationships. And then you wonder why you're exhausted. Please stop exhausting yourself. If you're gonna therapize anybody, let it be yourself. Guys, is that a word? For everyone giving everyone else therapy, please go to therapy yourself. You need it. There's no reason why you know all this information and you're able to help so many people without you having needed that information yourself. Go to therapy. This is literally everything that I feel like we should leave in this year. This is 2023. Let's leave these things in this year, because when we go into 2024, I'm tired. I don't want to see it. Please. And yes, I am one of those people. If I do see it, I will block you. I complain and I unfollow. So please do that. Whatever you don't want to see next year, just unfollow it. I literally, guys, I have curated my Instagram feed to my liking. I scroll through Instagram all day and cry at puppy videos, cute babies, and healthy couples. The proof is in the pudding. If you guys agree with what I feel like we should be leaving in 2023, drop a comment down below. If you have any more suggestions for things that annoy you, things that might tick you off that you feel like we should leave in this year, please drop a comment down below. And if you happen to disagree, let me know why. Do we have beef? Friend? No, me? Thank you guys for coming back to my channel and checking out another video. I hope you guys come back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. I am looking forward to see you guys in my next video. Enjoy your holidays. Later, Bookie. Bye, everybody.